Hi, friends. Welcome to Lesson 17, Session 4. A lot of today's lesson is going to be a repeat, but there is one strategy using a number path that's going to be a little bit different, and I hope you like it. So, if you haven't already, get your math packet and get your pencil and come and join me when you're ready. Hit play, hit pause until then. Okay. Let me see if I can make my picture a little bit smaller. Okay, make it a little bit smaller. All right, so let's read this problem. Let me move it up. Let's read this problem a little bit. So this is a sample problem, and I need to minimize it because it is way too big. There we go. Some hamsters are in a cage. Joseph lets 3 out. Now there are 8 in a cage. How many were in the cage to start? So let's read that again. Some hamsters are in a cage. Do we know how many? Nope. It says some, and some is our mystery number. Some hamsters are in a cage, and then Joseph lets 3 out. So if he lets 3 out, are we adding to them or are we taking them away? Yeah, we're taking them away. It's subtraction. So there's some hamsters. Joseph lets 3 out, and now there are 8 in the cage. And the question is, how many were in the cage to start? So there were some hamsters. Joseph let 3 out, and then there are 8 in the cage. So we know it's a subtraction because there are 3 that were left out. Some were in the cage. Joseph let 3 out, and then there were 8. Okay, so something minus 3 equals 8. So we know when we subtract, we always start with a whole. So this is our mystery number. And if that's our whole, then these must be our parts. So that means part plus part is whole. So that means that 8 plus 3, or 3 plus 8, which is the same, is our answer. So let's see. So we know that there were 8 left. So they drew the 8. And then we have to add the 3 back because those are the 3 that got away. So now we have 110, 1. And what is 110, 1? 11. 8 plus 3 is 11. 11 minus 3 is 8. 8 plus 3, 3 plus 8 is 11. So there were 11 hamsters in the beginning. Nice job. Okay, so let's go look at the next one. Soccer balls. Soccer balls. Okay, so Asher, read this with me. Asher is the name of the boy. Here we go. 17 soccer balls are on the field. Asher kicks 9 of them away. How many soccer balls are there now? Okay, 17 soccer balls are on the field, so we know there are 17 soccer balls. That's a lot of soccer balls, right? And then it says Asher kicks. Asher kicks 9 away. So if he kicks 9 away, are we adding to our soccer balls or are we taking away from our soccer balls? Yeah, we're taking away, and that's subtract. How many soccer balls are there now? So we know there's 17, and we know that 9 were taken away. So this is our number sentence. 17 minus 9 equals. 17 minus 9 equals. So I know that if I have 17 soccer balls, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I drew them in 5. But I need to get rid of 9. I need to kick 9 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And these are the ones that are left. So we know we have 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 plus 8 equals 17. 17 minus 9 equals 8. There are 8 soccer balls left. And there are so many different ways that you could do this, friends. All right, so let's go into the next one. Okay, minimizing my screen. Barry and Dawn and Pet Rocks. And I haven't gotten to the new, actually, this is the new strategy that I was telling you about with a number path. So let's read about Barry and Dawn and rocks. Barry has 15 pet rocks. Oh, that's a lot. Barry has 15 pet rocks. Dawn has 9 pet rocks. How many more rocks does Barry have? Barry has 15 pet rocks. Barry, I'm going to put a B under Barry. He has 15. Dawn has 9 pet rocks. I'm going to put a D under 9 for Dawn. How many more rocks does Barry have? So if Dawn has 9 and Barry has 15, we need to figure out how many more. So we could either count up or count back, but they already have this one set up for us for subtraction. So I know that if I'm subtracting to find the difference, I'm going to start with 15 and I want to make a 10 to subtract. So I'm just going to jump to 10 and then I know that 15 to 10 is 5 because 10 plus 5 is 1, 10, 5. And then I know that there is one more jump between 10 and 9. So 5 jumps plus 1 jump is 6 jumps. And 15 minus 6 equals 9. So there are 6. Barry has 6 more rocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so that's a new one where we actually use the number they have. They use the number we have, and then we find the difference between those two numbers. Okay, good. So there's room to do both of these. Okay, red shoes and pink shoes. 10 red shoes are on the floor. 10 pink shoes are on the floor. How many shoes in all? There are 10 red shoes on the floor. 10 pink shoes on the floor. How many shoes in all? If we're counting shoes in all, are we going to add them all up or are we going to subtract them? Yep, we're going to add them. So my number sentence is 10 red shoes plus 10 pink shoes. And I hope you see that 10 is a double. And the 10 plus 10 is 20. 2 10s is 20. But you could also draw a picture. You could totally draw a picture. Okay, here's some birds. 14 birds sit on a fence. Some birds fly away. Now there are 5. How many birds fly away? 14 birds sit on a fence. 14 birds sit on a fence. Some birds fly away. Do we know how many? Nope. There's some, so that is our mystery number. And if they fly away, are we going to add the birds together or are we going to subtract them? Yep, we're going to subtract them. We're going to minus. And now there are 5. So there were 14 birds. Some of them flew away, and now there's 5 left. How many birds flew away? So you know so many different ways. But let's think about our number bond first. Okay. And let's think about our number sentence. 14 birds, some flew away. We know there's subtraction, and we know there are 5. 14 birds, take away some, right? And after those birds fly away, how many are left? Yep, 5. Okay. So what are the two numbers we have? We have 14 and we have 5. So we need to figure out which are parts and which are wholes. Well, we know when we subtract, we always start with the whole. Yep, 14 is the whole. So that makes 5 is one of the parts. So we need to figure out what is this part. So this means that 14 minus 5 is this part, or 14 minus this part is 5. Well, we already have 14 minus this part is 5. Well, let's work with the ones that we know. 14 minus 5 equals the other part, right? So 14 minus 5, I know that if I take away 4, I will be at 10, because 14 minus 4 equals 10. We've done this before. This is nothing new. But if I only take away 4, I'm not done yet. I have to finish this number bond. So 4 plus what equals 5? 1. So I still have to take 1 more away. So I'm at 10. 10 minus 1 more equals what? 10 minus 1 equals 9. Excellent job. Excellent job. 9 plus 5 is 14. 14 minus 9 is 5. 14 minus 5 is 9. Awesome. How many birds flew away? How many birds flew away? Yep, 9 birds flew away. That's a lot of birds to fly away. I wonder why they flew away. Okay. Please remember to hit pause anytime that you think I'm going too fast. Okay, let's keep going. So this is the page. These are the pages that I want you to hit pause and then come back and hit play when you're done so that you can check your answers. Okay. But let's do this. Let's read through the problems together so that you actually know what they say. So let's scroll down to number 1. We're going to read it together and then I'll let you work it. So this is Ron and Brianna. Ron has 13 pens. Brianna has 6 fewer pens than Ron. How many pens does Brianna have? Ron has 13 pens. Brianna has 6 fewer pens than Ron. How many pens does Brianna have? So let's do our important information. Ron has 13 pens. Brianna has 6 fewer pens than Ron. So fewer means less. Less, are we going to add or subtract? Yep, you're going to subtract. And the question we're answering is how many pens does Brianna have? So look over here and focus. We have 13 pens right here minus 6 pens because it's 6 fewer pens equals. Do this and then hit play to see if your answer is right. Pause your screen. All right, so if we take a look at this, we start at 13 and we have to subtract 6. So I'm going to jump to 10, which is minus 3, but I need another 3. I'm going to jump to 7, that's another 3. So we're at 7. 13 minus 6, that's this whole thing, equals 7. I hope you did a good job on that one. Okay, let's go to the next page. Last page together today. Okay, let's do number 2. Pause your screen. Wait a minute before you pause your screen. Let's read it together and then I'll have you pause your screen. 11 toys are on the shelf. The cat pushes off 4 toys. How many toys are on the shelf now? One more time. 11 toys are on the shelf. 11 toys are on the shelf. The cat pushes off 4 toys. He's being a little stinker. He pushes off 4 toys. So if the cat pushes off 4 toys, are we going to add them together or are we going to take them away? Yep, we're going to take them away. So that's subtraction. How many toys are on the shelf now? 11 toys minus 4 toys. Okay. Hit pause and I'll be right back with you to check your answer. All right. So we have 11 minus 4, 11 minus 4. They already drew the 11 dots. We need to push 4 away, and that leaves 7. I hope you did a good job on that one too. All right, I believe this is the last one. Oh, no, 2 more. Okay. 11 star stickers are in the box. 8 rainbow stickers are in the box. How many fewer rainbow stickers? Oh, all right. 11 star stickers are in the box. 8 rainbow stickers are in the box. How many fewer rainbow stickers? Fewer means what? Less. Yep. And if you have fewer, that means we're going to. So that was really funny because I forgot to pause you. Anyway, it turns out to be 3 fewer rainbow stickers. 11 minus 8 is 3. I just drew 11 stickers and I took away 8 and there were 3 less. But as long as you do it a way that works for you, that's okay. Last one, Stanley and Bob. And this time I'm not going to forget to tell you to pause. Stanley has 7 more fish than Bob. Stanley has 12 fish. How many fish does Bob have? Stanley has 7 more fish than Bob. Stanley has 7 more fish than Bob. Stanley has 12 fish. How many fish does Bob have? Well, this one's interesting because it gives us the numbers to just one person. So I'm going to challenge you on this one. And if there's more, we are still going to need to subtract because Stanley has 7 more fish than Bob. That means Bob has fewer, Bob has less. We're still going to subtract. Pause here and come back and check your answer. Okay, so on this one, we need to look at the numbers that we know. So I made a number bond, and we know that 12 is the whole. Stanley has the most fish, so 12 fish, and he has 7 more than Bob, so we know that that's one of our parts, part whole. So 12, take away the one part is the other part, which is 5. Also, I drew Stanley's 12 fish, and I took away the 7 that he had more than Bob, and it shows the 5 that Bob has. So 5 plus 7 equals 12. So Bob has 5 fish. and I'm hoping you did a really good job.